Yeah, buddy. On our way to Jiu-Jitsu. It's been over a week since I've been there on Wednesday, so I'm pumped. There was something yesterday that I wanted to talk about, but I ran out of time because all I talked about was plant and toad medicine, which the effects of those are still coming through. I'm just starting to see it more and more in everything I do, everyone I talk to, and just how I see life. It's beautiful. But there was a question when I first landed in Chicago on last Wednesday. I had an issue, with the Airbnb. She fell through. She couldn't host me. So I ended up having to room with one of my classmates, which was a blessing. The guy is amazing. And we were talking about, bad drivers. We were talking about, and this is a good example, perception on things and how any situation can be shifted just by the usage of your words and the verbiage you use. So this question I'm going to throw at you is something that you should always use regardless of what situation you're in. You should be posing to yourself multiple times a day whenever you feel yourself thinking about the negative or being pulled downwards. And I could focus on the guy that just cut me off. I could focus on a lot of negative things. I'm not even going to say them because that would be dumb. But I'm going to say the question: how could this get any better? No matter what situation, I'm sitting in this car, I'm sitting at a red light. How could this get any better? I don't know. $100 bill can land on my windshield, right? I could accidentally get into a fender bender with the most beautiful girl on earth. We hit it off, and that's my life partner, right? It may or may not happen. It's very unlikely to happen, really, right? Like, chances of any of those things happening, slim to no. But it forces you to focus on a positive outcome. I had this habit where I would look into the windshield, the rear view, and I would think, oh, is that a cop? I don't want to get pulled over, right? I'd start to think about what could go wrong. But instead, with this question, asking myself all the time, how could this get any better? Even if I did get pulled over, it's like, how could this get any better? I don't know, maybe it's a super hot cop. Maybe, we're best friends and we create some long-lasting friendship. I don't know. But this is how you get your imagination to start thinking in a much more positive manner. So every time you start to feel yourself sitting and ruminating on something, or if you start to feel your mind shifting or your body shifting into a negative space, quickly ask yourself the question: how could this get any better? Honestly, I sat there all day, not all day, for the past 5 hours, and I was working at the clinic, and I was getting a little frustrated with I was trying to make a post for both Facebook and Instagram, and it was taking way too long, getting frustrated, right? But then I was like, how could this get any better? And I went and did some Qigong training in a group room, and I was like, oh wow, I gotta wrap up. And so as I was wrapping up, some of the other instructors were walking in the door, and she's like, are you the medical Qigong guy? I'm like, yeah, I am. She's like, I need to book a session with you. Out of the blue. I've never met this girl. I need to get in this lane. But just by throwing that question out there, how could this get any better? You start to, you're not going left. You start to attract the positive, right? And I attracted a new client today, a new patient. We'll stick with client because I'm not a doctor yet. But I'm going to wrap up there. This is been a very short day. Nothing of substance to talk about besides that one question. It's your $1 million question. This is the question that will shift your mind going forward for the rest of your life. It is so important, and you need to ask yourself on a daily basis, multiple times a day, how could this get any better? It's your imagination. You think it up. But I guarantee there's a way. I guarantee there's many ways. But I want you to think about how could this get any better. I hope you have a lovely rest of your Wednesday. And you ask that question and you go to sleep with a smile on your face. Have a great